What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more as well as a very sleepy and drowsy Luca. And yes, we're going to start going through, for the demo slash remix side of the tandem, the second disc of Lifelines Deluxe, and it begins with the demo version of Lifelines. So I think this is a very great title track. I've talked about it a lot. I've done reactions, of course, to many versions, live or otherwise, of a lot of their tunes. So I won't spend too much time referring to either my feelings about the sonics or the lyrics, but I do think it is a worthy title track in their catalog. I've always been interested by albums that do feature a title track. Number one, which one do you select? Number two, is it representative of the themes or sonics of the album overall? Does it have a particular message that is more significant maybe than the meanings of some other songs? Is it simply the best song on the album? And then three, where do you place it on the album if you choose to have a title track? Meaning, do you start the album off with it? Do you conclude the album with it? Or more cryptically or perplexingly, at least to me, do you put it somewhere in the middle? But in the case of Lifelines, it is the track that kicks off the album, and I think it does very much set the tone. So I'm now curious to hear what a demo version, an early version of this track may have sounded like and how it changed. I do have some insight here that there are some different sonics and even some different lines. Now in the moment I may not catch those lyrical differences. I tend to key in on sonic differences when I'm hearing an alternative version of a track or a different performance. Again, in the classical reactions, I often talk about when I hear a performance of a certain symphony or concerto the first time, that gets burned into my head as the normal or proper way to perform that piece, even if it might actually be anomalous in the larger catalog of performances of, say, that symphony. So then when I hear an alternative version of it, my brain tends to focus more on the musical differences. So in that regard, if I don't catch all of the lyrical differences, I will apologize, but I'll look forward to hearing what people think in that regard. In any case, let's give it a listen. This is a-ha and a demo version of Lifelines, eventually the title track of their 2002 album of the same name.
Time to know that it's real. One time to know how it feels. Let's all.
Feels a bit softer.
One chance, a chance of a lifetime. Please, baby, please. One chance, it feels like the first time. Down on my knees. One call, your voice on the phone. One place, a moment alone. That's all. Yeah, one line, a thought like a flare now. One time, if only we dared go on.
What do you see? What do you know? What are the signs? What'll I do?
Just follow your lifeline through.
What do you hurt? What then? What do we do? What do you say?
Don't throw your lifeline away. One time, just once in my life. Yeah, one time to know it can happen twice. one shot of a clear blue sky, one look, I see no reasons why we can't. One chance to go back to the point where everything starts. One chance to keep it together when things fall apart. One sign is all that we need. One look to make us believe it's true.
What do you see? Where do we go? One side, how do we go?
By letting your lifeline show.
What do we do? What now? What do you say? How do I know?
You're letting your lifeline go. Don't let your lifeline go. One time is all that I ask. One wish to take off the mask. That's all. One time to know it exists. One time to know what I miss. That's all.
Bass. What a fascinating version that is. So, number one, it does feel more like a demo in that it feels the production is a bit less, it's a bit sparser, a bit more minimal, but not minimal per se, just a bit stripped down and softer, as I was thinking at the beginning. And indeed, I think sonically and to the best of my mind lyrically, it was more distinct, especially early on. Though even as we got into the later stages sonically, I don't think there's all those atmospheric noises. Again, it's like you can hear the sound of the waves, you can hear what I think is like maybe guitar, maybe keyboard, but a type of sound that I think emulates a seabird type of sound, which of course fits with the coming and going of the tides. And I feel like there was maybe an airplane sound. I felt like there was more real-world sonics put in as background support. And then the main musical or instrumental parts felt like they were, again, keyed down, a bit more acoustic sounding, even if not properly acoustic. And it felt as a result that Morten's voice was a bit more front and center. Not like more powerful or booming or anything, but just more in the front of the track and noticeable because everything else was pared back a little bit. So his vocal performance stood out maybe more, not to say that it doesn't stand out in the album version of the tune, but it seemed to, again, be a bit more under the spotlight here. And have I mentioned that he has a wonderful voice? It's, there's some moments in this song where you can really feel the sweep of Morten's vocals, and I think it hit even a bit more evidently in this demo version because, again, the other elements weren't quite as rich. Now, the chorus feels closer to the album album version in terms of the sonic ingredients. I do wonder, was that Lauren? Like, there was one other previous track where I remember, I was able to hear her voice as distinct from some of the other female vocalists they've worked with. And given that it's a demo, I'd be more inclined to think that Lauren could jump in and like, hey, like play or sing with Morten in this part, even if on the album version we might not, use your vocals. So I wondered if that's who the female vocalist was there. But yeah, I enjoy it. It's again a more minimal version of the tune, which allows Morten's vocals and those backing sonic elements, which I don't think are on the album version of the track. Certainly not that noticeably if they are there. Whereas again, it's like the string synths and the overall richness of the tune that come across more in the final version of the track. So yes, very much looking forward to going through the demos on this second disc. Do let me know what you think of this performance, and I will see you next time. Peace.